Hi, it's Dwight down here in Ocala, Florida, and some just quick notes from the field here. This last week with the change after the convention, with all the changes taking place in rain right now, some have been asking me about what direction we're going to be going and what direction you used to go. So just a few quick things here with the new product line, especially the new skincare line. I think it's important to kind of understand what's going on. But in your business planning, I think it's also important to uh, pick a product and choose it. Our primary concern or our primary intent should be to introduce people to the seed technology. We know that it works, we know the value of it. Now, how do you approach that is entirely up to you, but I do have a couple of suggestions. First, number one, let's kind of go over this real quick. The new web page that's out here, the duplicated site we have now to share with people, I think is done very well, and it's definitely a place to send people to give them information. Nice video up here in the front that kind of explains things, and then they can come down here to learn more about the company and the products. Now, here's the key. You should never send anybody to your website. If you just expect people to go ahead and buy from you, and just by going to your website, then you're mistaken. The whole thing about marketing in general is that we are in the people business. We're in the networking. They do have to get to know you. You have to be making contact with people because it's your ability to communicate with those individuals about the reasons what we have as far as what Rain is concerned and how it can benefit them. If you can communicate to people and share with them why this product, why our products are of value to them and how they can generate this into a business, then you're going to find your success is going to go a long way. Now, I suggest you pick a system, pick a product to bring people to Rain International. And the two selections are number one, the coffee is definitely a great way to go. Most people drink coffee, and most people need to be informed about the difference in coffee you buy on a regular basis and the healthy choice that we have with Fused and now with the new latte infused. And it's a perfect package to sample to people to send them samples to the 6 day supply of Fuse. So if you are going to market and you want to do a lot of, like, say, internet marketing and that, then the coffee is definitely a great way to go. Now, the skincare products, from everything I've been able to review at this point, looks great, and I think this will lend itself very well if you're the type of individual who likes having people over and doing home parties and doing demonstrations and hands-on. I think this product is going to work wonders for for those of you that like to do home parties and they come over and do skincare treatments. I think when people see this and they can explain it hands-on, it's going to be it's a great way to go. It's probably the way that most people are going to be building large businesses. Now, with that said, if you send somebody to your capture, if you send people to your rain page, you should have some type of system set into place to where you can send somebody and have them fill out information. And there's plenty of services out there. Those of you who work with me, you already have some available to you, but you should have some type of system that will allow them to fill out a form before they can come to this particular page right here. So, uh, just go ahead and there's if you need suggestions, just contact me and I'll share with you different ways to do it and to do it economically as well. So, but everybody should have some type of capture page that directs people to this before you send them to it. Now, let's take a look at something back here in the pages that I kind of want to go over real quick. If you come over to, let's go to the buy now. Let's click on the Rain Partners. It should come up here in a second. Okay, and come here. All right. With Rain's sample program right now, as we introduce people to our product line, I suggest, and I did a video before that. If you haven't seen it, go look on in the Soul Patrol. You can find the link there. You should be investing in sample credits to send samples out, and I would suggest you go ahead and get yourself 50 samples, $100. Now, here's what's nice with this. On the samples, you can send them in Fuse, we can send them Soul, or you can send them Core. Those are the three that are out there. And this can be done in any of the markets that our products are in right now. You can send those samples out. For on an average, it's $16 US. it's a no-brainer. Send out the samples. The one thing that I know over the last 3 years is that by sending people samples, you increase your odds dramatically for them to become either a customer or a business partner. And here's the very important thing I think you need to think of. When you send somebody samples, you should definitely send them information to go along with it so they can see the value of what we have and learn more about what we do. Now, when somebody buys the samples from me, and I suggest you do sell them, and I personally sell the sample boxes for $20. People who have no qualms about spending $20 to learn more about the product to try it out, and it becomes the gateway to start the conversation to bring people into your business. Now, with that said, a couple other things that are back here that I think is important is the skincare product is going to be a great business builder, and there's going to be people who are going to move up through the ranks very rapidly by doing the skincare products. And let me explain why that is. If you take a look here, it's $224 US, but it's 180 CV. This is a product line that when people start using it, especially women, start using this, are going to buy this month after month after month, and they're not going to think twice. I have talked to plenty of women who spend well over $200 a month for different skincare products. You can go down to Macy's and just take a look at one item for 60, 70, 80, or even $100 for skincare. Or take a look at those who go to beauty salons and get skincare treatments done. And here it is in a nice little packet. This opens up a great market, and you wait and see. They're going to be, and I think it's going to really be big with women. Is this is going to generate people up to the ranks very quickly because at 180 CV, just think how fastly it goes. You have 5 people in, that's almost 1,000 in volume. If you have 10 people in, now you're looking at almost 1,800 in volume. That definitely will move people through the ranks. And not only that, but once people understand the skincare, it's not too hard to talk about how they need to be taking care of themselves internally, and that starts talking about the core products and our and the foreign products and everything else. So it is very conceivable that a lot of people are going to be coming in here are going to be using this along with other products, and having a $200 or $300 a month uh, for people to invest $200 or $300 a month into looking better and feeling better is, most people are those that do this that are willing to spend the money are going to be there, and you're going to see a lot of growth along that factor. The other thing to consider also along that line is with coffee, if we can get the coffee in people's hands, and if you give them information and send them videos, and we have plenty of videos, you can send people to your Rain site as long as you've got a capture page to it and have them start studying the information that's back in your Rain site. Or you can go on YouTube, or those of you that are on my prospector group, we have videos back there. You can send information to people, but the key on any of the samples that go out there is you've got to be able to give them additional information. Now, here's where I think it's going to make a big difference that it's going to help us is when you start talking to individuals, find out if they are interested in building a business or they're interested in being a product user. And if they're interested in building a business, this is where this becomes very important is we can now bring people uh, into getting started with us by offering them the packages. Let me just go right to that. Let's skip this. Let's go next. All right. So let's go look at this real quick. When somebody comes in and they're interested in doing this as a business, now that they have the sample package, what I highly recommend is we get people on product and we get people to come in. And people should be you should be recommending that people come in at where they are comfortable, but to come in either the bronze, the gold, or the elite package. And let me kind of just share something here with you real quick. Somebody comes in the bronze package, and right here with the Fast Track B package, look at this, there's 50 sample credits back there. So this allows an individual to have samples ready to go. And with 50 sample credits, that's basically 8 products. If you can put 8 products in people's hands, and 8 products at $20 at 8 sample boxes at $20 per is $160. So right off the bat, you can share with somebody how they can get an additional $160 into $160 of revenue right back in, which helps bring the $760 cost down. And they should be able to share that, and you should have ways to help people share those sample credits to get that product out there. Not to mention the 3 business centers. The other thing here is they now have boxes of Sol, Core, the Form, and the coffees for their own personal use, and they don't have to worry about auto ship for 2 months. It, that can be an additional savings of 150 because they're going to spend a minimum of $50, probably more like $100 a month for those 2 months. So let's just say on an average, the average auto ship with shipping and everything else is around $150. So that's $300 plus the 160. So that's 460. Now they're really getting into the business for $300, but they're getting all this additional product which they're not spending. The bronze is a great package, and if you're going to do this as a business opportunity, this gives a person all the product that they need in order to learn more about the system. Now, if you come up to the gold, same thing here. Now you got a hundred sample. You got a hundred credits here, and again, same thing here. If you go, this allow them to give you this gives 15 kits that can be sent out there, or 16 kits that can be sent out there. So times $20 is $300. That brings the cost down. They have product for their own personal use. Everything here, the whole system. You can they have one package of the skincare product that they can sell, which is $240. And then they also have, an additional box of core, additional box of soul, but more that they can either use for their personal use or sell. But more importantly, they are also covered for the next 5 months on their auto ship for qualifications. So again, if somebody is spending 100, let's say again, let's just use that 150 for the next 5 months. That's $750, plus another $300 is so you got $300 and 700. You got $300, and then 5 months at 700 and let's see, 5 4, yeah, 750. So there's almost $1,000. So really, the net cost of this is less than $300 to be in the business, and they have use of all the product. This is a great deal for a business builder, and this is one you definitely should focus in on. Now, for the serious person who wants to get in, then the elite package at $2,500, and that's a 15, again, it's 1,500 CV to youth. This is some serious income because you're going to be looking at on the first order bonus. If you're in at this level, you're going to be at 50% on the first order bonus, as you can see right here. That's the point of getting into this. That means you're going to make $750 when somebody comes into here. But more importantly, take a look at what they have here. Is they get 225 sample credits plus envelopes plus look at the packs. And the same thing here is they got let's see here. Oh, they also get the app. So along this, so here they get the app plus they get a ticket to the free event. This right here is going to save somebody a ton of money because they've got the product. And they if they go ahead and sell if they go ahead and sell these packages, the core and the SOAR, the core and the form and the coffees and the box along that line, plus sell the sample credits, they can earn this money back and work this down. Again, if you really stop to think about this, this will generate for a person uh, this will get people the fast start they're really looking for because they have product on hand. And again, this is a business opportunity. People spending $2,500 to get started in the business to have inventory is not as hard as you would think for those that are like-minded. Now, if you can share with people a system to help them build and show them how they can get their sample credits, and we'll do more training on that later on, this becomes invaluable. Again, what I want to kind of go over here, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I just want you guys to start thinking about this. Is if you first step is to have a direction to introduce people. The quick way to do it, if you're doing it on the internet, the coffee is a great program. The second way to do it, if you obviously is the soul, which we've been doing, and of course the third way is the skincare products, especially if you can do home parties and actually demonstrate that product and give people information. The key to all this, to getting people to come in, is about information. You give people the right information. If you communicate with them, and if they like you and trust you, you get to know you. If you provide them with the right information, they will make the decision that will best fit them to come in. And for those people that aren't ready to get started, then go ahead and recommend they come in with one of the smaller packages, maybe the builder package, or at the 260 where they get their 4 boxes of sole. Get somebody to come in and then help them, share with them how they can share products. The other thing too, if you have not upgraded, I would highly recommend you upgrade to one of these products, get the product in hand, and have these sample kits ready in order to help your team members. If you have somebody that's come in with the basic level, have sample packets ready so you can encourage them to share with their friends. So when you have them put together their list, say who do you know would enjoy better coffee or would enjoy skincare, you will have the ability to be able to send samples out to them from your kit. And again, you can sell it, but you can help your people build. Um, it just makes sense to me. And then if you're doing that, and of course you can get your people upgraded. So very simply, you can get somebody to come in with the basic package, and then as they learn more about the product and more about what to do, they can go ahead and they can upgrade at any time and move into any one of these packages that are here. But for business builders, I highly recommend you share with them the bronze, the gold, and the elite. Share the advantages of coming into those levels, and then break it down to simplicity on how they are covered. Um, and this gold fast track is a huge deal. I mean, the gold, bronze, or even the elite, either one of these three are there, and people can afford it. And here's I'm going to close this with this: don't you think somebody cannot afford to do this? If they're serious about the business, they can't afford not to do it. And if they put this on, most people will charge this to their credit cards. They have 30 days before they have to make their first payment. A lot of people can recoup their money back within the first 30 days. I know personally, when I upgraded, I got my money back within the first week by moving my product out of my kids and putting it in people's hands, and it helped generate additional revenue. So it can be done. So get people to come in at whatever level they're at and the comfort level. But even at 6 months at the gold level, if you really stop and think about it, somebody puts $12.99 on the credit card. That's not even $50 a month. So basically, they can come in and start this business at $50 a month. They have the investment in inventory. There's no way they're going to lose on this because they have the products in hand. They can personally use the products. They have the samples they can share. And again, the samples are what's going to help us grow our business. You put samples in people's hands, it's going to help you definitely grow. One other real quick note, I know a few have been asking me about this, and let me just see if I can find it real quick. Okay, let's go here. The new program that was introduced to our group on Diffuse. If you want to focus in on coffee, the tryfuse.com is starting to take off. And let me just kind of show you. Go to my contact manager, and let's go here. All right, I've already acquired some files, so let's just take a look. I'm gonna click on this one real quick. As you can see here, the survey is done. These people have been offered a sample. It's real easy to call these people, leave them a message. Now, if you decide to get on this program, give me a call. I've got some suggestions on how to do this, but you definitely have got to have a capture page that's available to send people to and information. Now, here's the thing here is you can send out one sample packet to these individuals for less than $2. You can drop it in the mail and send it out to them. So you can send people free. But what I suggest you do is you call people, find out what their needs and wants are, get that relationship, and offer them a sample pack. Have them buy the fuse packet from you. Or better yet, what I'm doing is I'm putting together a sample pack which has the sole, the core, and the coffees, and putting it in a box and sending it to them. And I'm doing that personally. Hopefully, in the sample packets, the company will go ahead and actually have a real sample box we can put in people's hands for $20. And don't be afraid to ask people for $20. If they can give you $20 for the week's supply, and it's real simple, all you need to do is when you call them, and say, you get their information. Says, by the way, let me give you a little bit more information about what we're doing. And I have a sample box that allows you to try all the products. If you're interested in health and want to learn more, I would love to send you a sample box, and you can get that from me right now for $20. And they can pay you. You have a PayPal account, and I did that in my last one. It's paypal.me/your username/the amount. They can pay you immediately. You can turn around and ship those out, yourself. So if you have any additional questions on that, just contact me along that line. All right, so there's notes from the field, real quick, just kind of highlighting what's back there. Some very exciting stuff, and right now, what I suggest you do is sit down and work out your plan. What are you going to share with people, and how you're going to share it, and what information and where you're going to take them. Once you do all that, you're going to be all set. All right, this is Dwight Halstead down here from Ocala, Florida. Notes from the field. You're free to contact me anytime. Hey, let's go make it rain out there. We've got some great products, and we have a great team. Bye now.